and I'm going to read a piece written by a very good friend from high school, long-time friend. There were three of us, there still are. Diana's one of them, and she's here visiting from California. And Fran lives in California also. She's an English professor, retired, and she sends me short stories now and then. And this one was written quite a few years ago, but it still has some relevance because it's called Out There, from a generation of women who have chosen to remain single for many reasons, and perhass explain a little bit about it. Every so often I decide that it's time to get out there and see if there was anyone for me. Being single for many years now, it's easy to forget what that means. I especially did not think that I would consider the love boat as a possible option. One of my favorite single confidants is my East Coast high school friend, Howard, also known as the Beast. I've taken to calling him the Beast because if I were perhaps more like Beauty, I would be able to accept his beastly exterior and love him as a man for his human intelligence that I so love as his friend. So far, nothing tempts me, and I remain the shallow feet chemistry. Anyway, Howard always says, "What do you have to lose?" Which is what he advised when I was seeing the Lawnmower Boy. This was a good soul without the right chemistry for me, whom I dated for some months but couldn't sleep with. Howard Lloyd loved restaurants and theater, and we really had fun together, but he had shown no libido, and physically he did not appeal to me. "He's a lawnmower guy," said Howard. "What's that?" "You know, you have to pull the clutch on a lawnmower, the old do-it-yourself ones, and it would go vroom, stop. So you pull again, vroom, stop, repeat, until it finally caught and got going. That's your boy, Lloyd." How? What am I missing here? You've got to get the engine started. Maybe once you warm him up, he'll get going and be more sexual, more interested. I think you're missing the point.
I'm going to move you closer to the one because I can't hear you in the background.
Okay. I think you're missing the point. I've really been trying to look at him in every way I can to find something to be attracted to. I'd settle for a bottom lip or an earlobe, but I can't find anything. I don't want to be the one who starts anything. Maybe if he did, I'd find something. I'm thinking of telling him I'd like to back off and see him less. Oops, that's an escalator clause. The what? Relationships are like escalators. Did I mention that Howard is a sociology professor? They only go up or down. Once you start that, you may as well say goodbye to him. We'll see. Of course, Howard was right. I never heard from Lloyd again after our little talk. So now I was thinking of getting out there. My single friends and I sometimes try to motivate each other. "I think we need to put ourselves out there again," said my friend Pam. "And go where? Do what? I'm sort of discouraged after that last round with Chinless Brett. He was so boring." Alice told me about parties by Mimi. She went to one last week and danced all night. There's another one coming up. Oh, I only have my uniform to wear. That's code for our simple short black dresses. "This one's called the Love Boat," I said. It sounds awful to me, but Alice wants to go. "Not possible. We're over 50 and we're going on a love boat? It's too embarrassing." That's what I said. By the time Saturday rolled around, we were debating whether or not to go. I had decided it was ridiculous, and Pam was definite that we should try it. We slipped on our black dresses, poofed our hair, and arrived in mass looking like nervous crows. We quickly discovered we were not alone. Several lone males were lurking about the edges of the Balboa Pier, while other clusters of people amazingly close to our age chatted distractedly about the registration desk. No one looked at ease, so we felt better. After a bit of rough start, when all 100 of us lined up at the bar that had one bartender, and the disco guy began with what sounded like polka music in the background, we three found a table and were quickly approached to dance. Pam was dancing with Tony, slim with great blue eyes, who really knew how to dance. Alice chatted with Joseph, who looked less and less desirable as he consumed drink after drink. And I hooked up with one of those lone males I had noticed outside, whose sleek gray hair and dazzling smile caught my eye. We reconvened. That Tony wants to get too close too soon, said Pam. Is Joseph drinking another drink already, asked Alice. And if that Steve doesn't stop following me, I'm going to hide in the ladies' room, I said. Okay, so it didn't exactly turn out perfect. We got there, we looked at who's out there, we danced, we schmoozed, we circled around the Newport Harbor on a lovely boat for 2 hours. It wasn't awful. Maybe the next dance will be better. Maybe the next time one of us will connect with someone. What do we have to lose?